So for today, we're going to talk about how to build a route on your computer and use your phone for navigating that route on your e-bike. So stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, we are going to talk about how Michelle and I go about building a route on our computer, downloading it onto our phones, and navigating it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our computer and we're going to go over to Komoot. You'll have to sign up for an account with Komoot, and you can get a free account, you can get the World Package, or you can get Premium. The Premium is, I believe, $59 a year. The World Package is $29.99 one-time fee. That's what we'll be using on this. And I'm going to say it's comparable to some other apps that are out there. So I'm not saying this is the best, but it's the best value that I've found, because the Ride with GPS, which is very comparable, their basic package to what we're using is $60 per year. And so, yeah, go ahead over to Komoot, check it out. But we're going to sign into our account right here. And when you go into routes, the first thing you're going to do, well, let's go to our home here first. And your home page is going to come up and it's going to show you some things. But then you're going to go into your routes. And first thing that's going to show up is the area that you're at. It's going to show you a series of routes. You see there's, I don't know, 8 or 9 here, and there's at least 4 pages. So we're talking 30, 40 routes minimum that is going to show up on here. You can take any of these routes and you can save it and you can go ahead and ride that route. But what we're interested in doing is we're going to come up here and we're going to click Plan a New Route. Now I'm going to come over here to the left, and I'm going to click on this space up here. Highlights is already clicked. I'm going to click on bookmarks. And what bookmarks are is these blue dots that you see showing up. And they are personalized points that I have placed in here for different applications. They might be something real interesting that we want to get to when we're there. They might be something that's not real interesting that we want to avoid. As an example, right here is a bridge over top of Interstate 40 that Michelle just does not like that bridge. So when I see that come up, I pull it up and see what it is. I say, well, we gotta go around that route for sure. But we're going to go ahead and click on several things here. We're going to get natural sites, points of interest, maybe food and drink if we're going somewhere out of town, parks, parking is a good one, public water fountains, and restrooms. So all of these things are going to show up. We're going to come down here, and I'd like to start this route right about here at this parking spot. So we're going to start right here, and we're going to zip over to the Walnut Creek Wetlands Park. We're going to set that as our destination. Now, what's pulled up here is my elevations. And so we're going to go ahead and hide that for right now. Over here, we've got our waypoints, and then we've got what type of sport it is, and then you've got how far you've went, your different types, whether it's paved or asphalt, and just some information here. We're going to blow this up, and we're going to, let's go to Apollo Heights Park next. We're going to set that as the new endpoint. And we're going to keep on going here. And we will come out to Worthdale Park here. And I just keep setting this as a new endpoint. There we go. And what I've done was maneuvered that around a little bit so that we could encompass this park. And now we're going to continue down. we're going to go all the way down to the Neuse River Trail and start following it. Set as the new endpoint. We will come up to, here's a picnic site right here. There's a restroom right here, so we'll put that on as the new endpoint. Then we'll continue on by here. New endpoint, Crabtree Creek Trail. And we will follow that to, let's say right about here. And we have got, now right here, this is a section of Crabtree Creek that's off-road, and so it's actually routed us on the road here. We could take this and drag it back into that if we wanted to include that on the route. That just happens to be one that I know. Now, so far, we've got a 13-mile route. It's a one-way out and back. But what we'd like to do is maybe we would like to make this a round trip. And so let's go from our one-way to our round trip. And this is going to take us in on the most bike-friendly way we can do this. If you click the M button on your computer, and you can see right here this green line, that means there's a bike lane. That's a bike-friendly road right there. Well, some of these other roads, they don't look real bike-friendly. What if I'm a little bit nervous about that? Well, what I'll do is I'll come down here and I'll click on it, and I can open up Google Street View and look at that and say, well, that's just a little residential road. I feel very safe on that, so we can go ahead and continue that. Or if it appeared like something that I would not feel like I was comfortable with, we could take a different route. And this has brought us all the way down to a round trip route. Now we've got a 16.9 mile route. Well, maybe we were looking for a little bit longer route than that. So let's go ahead and take this route and let's drag it over and include this John Chavis Memorial Park. That's just given us an 18.8 mile route, and it's a little bit more of an actual loop than connecting and backtracking on some right here. Again, we can go through anywhere here. Let's go ahead and take this. I see we've got some bike lanes straight through here, so we'll take this. We'll pull it over this way so that we encompass that. And now we've got our route. So what do we do with it? We can take a look at our elevation right here. We got a lot of elevation at the very end of the route. Well, if we was a little bit concerned about that, we can come over here to the left and we can reverse that route, and we can put most of our elevation in the beginning of the ride instead of the end, if that's what you wanted to do. Let's go ahead and keep it the way it was. Now what we're going to do, let's undo that right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save this route. And from parking to Crabtree Creek Trail, we're just going to leave it at that name. And so we've got it. And it will be in my profile as a planned tour. Here you go. You've got from parking to Crabtree Creek Trail. You can pull that up. You can take a look at it. And there we go. If you wanted to make any kind of changes on it, you can edit the details, or you can edit the map itself in different ways. If you wanted to change that route out at any time, you've got it right there. Well, what do we do with it from here? Well, because we are in the Komoot website, this is automatically in your profile. So when you have the Komoot app on your phone, You just open it up, and when you go to your profile, you're going to find this, and you'll click it. And let's show you how you would go about doing that on a mobile device. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our mobile device, and we're going to pull up our Komoot app here and go into our routes. I happen to be pulling up the iPad just because this is the iPad Pro, the large version, and I thought it would maybe be just a little bit more clear. But we'll go to our planned routes. Here is our route right here. We pull it up. Now, of course, we're not at the starting line of this, or the starting point. And so if we scroll down, we can get directions. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up in your chosen app that is on your mobile device. Okay, and that's going to tell you how to get exactly to the start. Now, one thing that I did do is I designed another route that we are at the start of this particular route here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to navigate this one.
Head east to the starting point on street. Let's go. On street, head southeast to follow the tour. In 0.25 miles, turn left onto Lakewood Road.
And there you go. You're going to start getting your voice navigation right from the very beginning. And of course, your Android voice is going to be a little bit different than this, and the orientation might be just a little bit different. Let's go ahead and close that. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this one right here. You know, we got some other little tricks that we do that if you're interested, I'd be happy to share them with you. For example, we've got a database of all of our routes. If anything ever happens to the Komoot app, we've got everything already covered, and we can put it into another app. But for this video, I think that's going to do it right here. That'll get you started. If you have any questions about it, hit me an email. It's in the description, or comment down below. I'll do the best I can to answer it. And yeah, if you like it, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and well, yeah, we'll catch up with you on the next one. So, till that next one, hey, this is Southern E-Biking telling you.
You have arrived. See you soon.
Stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.